If you love hamburger helper as a child or even now, and you want to learn how to make it from scratch, watch this video, y'all. This brings back so many memories. If you know me, you know I love me some hamburger helper out the box. But do you see all of those ingredients in it? So we're going to make some from scratch. And then I'm going to show y'all. It's so quick and easy, okay? Start off with an onion. Go ahead and chop up that onion. Now, this is optional. You do not have to add bell peppers in this recipe, but y'all know how I am. I'm a little extra. I add a little razzle dazzle to my recipe. So I did chop up half of a yellow bell pepper, and then I chopped up half of a red bell pepper. Now, the recipe just calls for an onion, like a small white onion or whatever, or yellow, whatever. But again, you do have the option to add any color bell peppers that you want, but just use half of it. Okay, after you get that done, go get you a hot pan, add you a little bit of olive oil to the bottom, add your bell peppers and your onions, or just your onions, and go ahead and cook those. Trigger warning. Yep, I'm using ground turkey for this recipe. You can also use ground beef. You can use ground chicken. I don't care what you use, but I do clean off my ground turkey. Yep, argue with your mama. Anyway, in that skillet, once your onions start to sweat and they cook down and things like that, go in with your ground meat, whatever ground meat that you use. Then you want to go in with some seasonings. I used onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder. Y'all, emphasis on the powders, because you can use a lot. If you know anything about ground turkey, you know how it dries out and it does not taste anything like anything. It's bland, so you need to add your seasonings. So I did add in a little bit of seasoned salt as well. And be a little generous on the seasonings, but, continue to watch it. There's no measurements on that. Just season your meat. All right. Then you want to go ahead and continue to cook it until it's completely done, just like that. All of the oil should be kind of like disappearing. And if not, use the paper towel method like I'm about to show y'all. Move all your meat to one side of the pan and soak up any excess oil with a paper towel. That's all you have to do, because you don't want your sauce to be super oily. So get as much oil out as you can. All right. Then after you remove the oil, you want to go in with 1 cup of water. Okay. 1 cup of water and like a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. There's really no measurements to that, but that's how much I feel like I added. And let that come to like a good boil. Then you want to go in with a tablespoon or more-ish of tomato paste. Mix that together. Make sure your tomato paste is well mixed together, so that way you won't be eating on clumps of tomatoes, because that's not good. Then I went in with 1 cup of, what are these noodles called? Ratatouille, something noodles or whatever. You can use elbow noodles. Obviously, y'all know the recipe, regular hamburger helper use elbow macaroni noodles. But these were the noodles I wanted to use, so that's why I used them. You can use penne. I don't care what you use. Add a 1/4 cup of beef broth and cover it up, okay? Cover it up for about 20-ish minutes on... No, not even that long, like 15 minutes, y'all, on like a medium heat, and make sure you're continuously watching it. And once your noodles expand just like that, make sure you still have a little bit of juice at the bottom. If you don't, go in with the more beef broth, just like I'm doing, because these noodles were huge. They were soaking up the juices. So depending on what type of noodles you use will determine how much, beef broth you need to add. But it's no measurements to that. Just watch it, okay? Then I added in a 1/2 cup of like a Mexican blend cheese. It has like sharp cheddar, Kobe Jack, things like that. Just use a blended cheese and mix it all together. This is what's going to help your sauce become super creamy. Remember, you added that heavy whipping cream, that tomato paste. All of that is going to absorb in those noodles and that meat. And this is the key to your hamburger helper. It looks just like that cheese sauce that you be using, whether you get the beef one, the stroganoff. This gives hamburger helper. I chopped up and added a little garnish to it on top. Y'all, baby, this was it. That's it. Quick and easy hamburger helper. If you try this recipe out, please let me know. Please tag me so I can see it. This was so fun to make. It brought back so many memories. Bye, y'all.